Good afternoon, Dr. Mark Del Cantero, Cedar Springs Chiropractic. I'm excited to share with everybody this week in our Restore to More Minute. Our topic for the next few weeks is going to be low back pain and sciatica. The research says that at any time, 5 out of 10 Canadians right now will be suffering from low back pain. So it's a very common issue. And a lot of my clients will say to me, Dr. Mark, I have low back pain. So again, what we have to understand is that it's very important to know why you're having low back pain so that we can know how to fix it. So again, we can't diagnose your low back pain over the phone or the computer. You really need to see a good practitioner who can diagnose that for you. But one of the causes of low back pain is tightness in a muscle right in this area called your hip flexor or your psoas muscle. And just so you know, I want to show you this picture. What that muscle looks like is it starts in your low back and it runs right along your abdomen and it inserts down into your leg. Okay? It's also called a hip flexor because as it runs from here under your belly and into your leg, when that muscle contracts, it raises your leg. So it does this movement. Or if your legs are still, it'll do this movement. All right? So there's 3 things that will cause your Iliopsoas to become very tight and cause low back pain, often chronic low back pain. The first one is that my clients who have a problem with this, they sit a lot. So you can imagine that if you're sitting, your Iliopsoas is chronically going to be shortened, and a muscle that is always short will become tight and contracted. The second thing is that a lot of people with psoas tightness, when they get out of a chair and they try to straighten out, they're going to feel like they can't straighten up, and it's really hard. So sometimes they have to walk a bit and just straighten themselves out. And so again, that's a sign you may have these tight hip flexors. And the third condition or thing you might notice is that instead of your back being straight, your butt will go back and you'll have more of a bent forward posture, tightened psoas. So how do we fix that or work on it is we have to stretch it. And so number 1, avoid sitting a lot, but number 2, one of the most common and powerful stretches that we can give someone for psoas tightness, and this also really helps with people who have disc compression, is a lumbar extension. These are also called Mackenzie exercises. The first progression is just going to be to literally lay on your stomach. The next progression would just be to slowly go up onto your elbows. And you can see that as we do this, we're stretching that hip flexor muscle. Whenever you hold a position, try to hold 10 to 20 seconds. But then we can go onto our hands, go a little higher. And finally, we can go try to keep your pelvis on the floor. We can try to go arms fully extended. When you're in this stretch, you're stretching that hip flexor. It's going to help your low back, and it'll allow you to just have less pain and a healthier low back. I'm Dr. Mark. Have a great day.